Hey everyone, welcome to this exclusive first look of the 1/8 scale Harry Potter and Lord Voldemort figures from Star Ace Toys. Really excited to get my hands on these and see what they can do, so let's get rolling. Okay, here we have both figures with everything the packages contain. There's the Triwizard Cup, Harry's wand. He comes with the golden egg, an extra hand for holding the wand. Similar to Voldemort, who has the same thing, only he comes with one wand and a little ball of flame that he can use. We're only going to be doing Harry for this particular review. I want to basically try to just hit a decent pose with him in this video, and then we'll come back in a second video, do the same thing with Voldemort, and do something with them interacting. So here we go. Basically, for this pose, for the showcase pose, I'm just going to strike a generic, Harry, since this is his battle uniform, we're just going to have him holding the wand like he's doing the whole Accio thing. You'll probably remember that whole bit when he's trying to duck the dragon at the same time he wants to retrieve his broom from the castle. And so that's what we're trying to do here. The fabric on this suit is actually relatively pliable given the scale. I was really surprised, really pleased by it. Even more so by the head sculpt. I mean, when we get to the part with the images, you're going to get a closer look at the facial features of the head sculpt, and you're going to see that they did a remarkable job at this scale of capturing the likeness of Daniel Radcliffe. I'm really on board with the scale. I know that there's been some debate as to whether or not that it was necessary to create an all-new scale like this. I think it's fine. I can see why somebody might want to have a uniformity to scale figures. Maybe if you were going to be doing, say, stop motion with your figures and you wanted everything to be of the exact same scale. But if you're simply a collector who's into the franchise, into the hobby, then there's really no reason to not diversify your collection in terms of scale. The 1/8 series works really well in that there's not that really large footprint that you tend to get with some of the 6 scale figures these days. That enables you to collect more. That, coupled with the price, the lower price, will enable collectors to do the whole collecting thing. I mean, just acquire, get more figures, and just have a greater variety of characters in your collection without having to worry about crowding your shelves overly much. That's the real reason behind a 1/8 scale line. People don't necessarily want to go for the whole 12 scale thing or the 10 scale thing. I think that 8 scale nicely balances the detail with affordability and space. And just look at the posability of them. I mean, it's really striking. These are new figure bodies. This is something that Star Ace developed on their own. So I'm really actually impressed with what I've been able to do with them today. Again, the costume, it's actually fairly pliable. You can see with the stitching there, I've got it a little bit loose just to give it a little bit of play. It works really well. And just look at that action pose. That really works. That looks good on a shelf. I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah. And don't feel the need to limit yourself to an action pose either. I mean, like I said, this body's fairly flexible. You can do everything from like the museum pose that you see here, do something to evoke a little bit of mood. Just try to conjure something that reminds you of the film or your favorite moments from the film. You don't even have to constrain yourself to the dragon scene with this. I mean, obviously, if you want screen accuracy, that's what you're going to do. But again, especially considering this is one of only 2 figures in the range so far, you might be better off just doing something. Think of movie posters. You don't actually see a pose in a movie poster necessarily in the film itself. So just try to imagine that that's what this is. You're trying to be representative of the film and of the character. Anyway, we'll tune in next week. We'll have Voldemort, and we'll do some playing around with the light up feature. Thanks for watching.